shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my truth.
Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is another part of our Let's Play The Sims 4 Stepmom. And we are back in the Ackerman family with Leah Parker, who is currently just munching on some fish next to her vegetarian adopted daughter, and her adorable boyfriend Malcolm, who is sitting around in his robe trying to help his daughter do some last minute homework. Then this is the early morning, you guys. We're just going to spend a little bit of time with the family before the kidlets have to go off to school, and basically we're basically just going to spend a little bit of time with them. I'm probably going to end up skipping forward after they finish school just to see kind of what happens, what they have to deal with. There are some things that they end up showing up with while they're at school, like those little tiny, like, oh, what should I do, that don't really have much impact on what happens, but we'll see. Especially since Leah spends most of her time painting while she's here, we might end up having her go out and kind of meet some more people. She might spend some time with a lot of the people in the area because they're in a fairly busy area, you guys. They're not in necessarily a suburb. They're fairly close to a lot of the shops in Newland Hills, I should say. I'm pretty sure this is Newland Hills. I don't remember what this place is called, but if you guys saw the last part of the Let's Play, this is the Newland Hills save that I'll leave a link to in the description box for you guys if you want to know where to get this save. It's so pretty, and there are parks and extra little lots that you can go visit. Then I might just have her go shopping a little bit, maybe find something real cute, because we still think that Malcolm needs to propose to her and he hasn't, and I think it's irking her a little bit since they've been together for over a year and she's been living with them for about 6 months or so, and according to what people who adult tell me, being together for over a year when you're like over the age of 17 is, I guess, a big deal. So maybe we might see their relationship progress a little bit. And yay, Diana finished her homework. Let's see, and let's get Malcolm to praise her. Hopefully she'll do it on her own next time instead of us having to encourage her to do her homework. So let's encourage her for doing her homework. And she just kind of brushed past Leah, like, I don't really even care about you. So she wants to woohoo with Malcolm and cloud gaze with Malcolm. So maybe she wants to spend some time with him prior to him leaving, because he is gone most of the time. So let's see if we can woo in a closet. Let's go for it. I don't think risky woohoo applies here, considering that I don't really have that mod, and with all of the new patches that seem to keep coming out recently, there isn't any I can't really tell which mods will work and which ones won't, so I'm a little bit skeptical about adding anything else. But it's possible that she might end up pregnant, and that would be really interesting. I don't know how the teens would handle that, having a younger brother or sister running around while they're in their teen years. But they're just gonna like have a little bit of a quickie while the kids go off to school. Bye, guys. And it looks like Diana left. She was in a good mood, so let's say she tries to make some friends, because we want to make sure that she meets some new people. And because currently we have, let's see, how many people has she met? She's met a lot of kids. She's met a few girls, the little that are in clubs, cool teens, but she's met a few teens that she might invite over at some point, and a few kids that I don't think she'd invite over. I think that would be weird. But let's see. Lucian, you're late for school. Lucian, wake up. It's time for school. At least he completed his homework. Let's see. Well, she really needs to pee, so let's let her pee. Malcolm, what are you doing? He's not doing anything. So wake him up. Wake him up. Wake him up. And hopefully he'll be able to get to school on time. Come on. Wake him up. Is there any way to scold him for being late? Can we do that? That should be a thing. I wonder if that is a thing. Can we scold him? Let's boast. Parenting. Influence to make group meal. Nope. Forced. Nope. Help. No. It looks like we can't really do anything. Let's just hug him and be like, it's okay. I'm pretty sure you probably had a bad day. Nope, never mind. He's going. He's just like, never mind, Dad. I'm gonna bounce. Y'all have fun. And he still has the want to schedule a date, so he might end up showing up. I gotta scoop. Are you serious? His mom is so pushy. Incoming phone call. Oh no. From the principal. Yeah, no, we're not gonna talk to the principal. Go to work. He's off to school. It's fine. It's cool. We don't need the principal calling. We can handle it. We're fine. Okay. So he's off to school. We're gonna have him make some friends too. So maybe he'll meet a few girls that he might be interested in taking out. Let's see. She is super duper flirty. She wants to tell a dirty joke. So let's get her to do that. Romance, be enticing. Is there any way? Is it in here or is it in jokes? Nope. Nope. Maybe it might be in jokes. Let's do, click the button. Funny, tell a dirty joke. There it is. So they're in a good mood. That's good. She's just going to be here painting the entire time or working on her mural. Let me see. Aid a friend. Okay. Diana's friend has studied for the big exam. Oh, don't help. Don't help. Since she's taking it earlier in the day, Diana could easily remember the questions and slip her friends the answer. Should she do it or just let the friend figure it out? Yeah, don't help. You don't do that. Well, it's basically cheating. You don't want to cheat. That's bad. You're not supposed to cheat. At least that's what they tell me. So let's send Malcolm alone. So he can go make us some money. We currently have 10,000 and we haven't gotten any bills yet. So I hope that we don't really have a lot of bills for this house. This is actually a fairly big house, you guys. Like, I never realized how big the houses that I make are until like I see them like this, where I'm just like, oh yeah. Even though it's a flat floor plan, it's pretty big and kind of ridiculous now that I look at it. But it's super nice. So I really like this house. I'm fairly proud of this house. It was a #Rory Builds Challenge house that I was totally in love with. So I kind of I basically used the exact same layout from the #Rory Builds Challenge and just basically made some few edits just to make and added some of the new game pack items, like all of the little laundry things. A lot of the clutter is the stuff that I really like. It makes everything look so much more realistic. Who did she meet? Is it a person? Oh, it's another kid. Why are there so many kids at her school? I got a scoop. Oh, Lucian tried to skip out on a class today to comfort a crying friend. What should we tell him? Don't skip class. Education is vital. Oh, this is hard. Oh no. Buddies before studies. Oh, what should we do? Okay, so it's Lucian. So we already know he's fairly outgoing. He has friends. I feel like he would put friends before school. But he's asking Leah, and I know his dad would probably say education is vital, but Leah would kind of understand the importance of taking care of your friends. So I think she would tell him helping friends comes first. So it will increase his empathy and decrease his responsibility. See, this is kind of awesome just because it's not one of the ones that we've been normally getting where there's an obvious right answer. Like this one is okay, you can either increase his empathy or you can increase his responsibility. It's kind of like, okay, which one is more important and which one would have a certain sim do based on their parenting skill. It's really interesting. So, teachable moment. Leah Parker has advised Lucian's school on how to deal with the situation. Awesome. That's actually really cool. So let's have her come and paint something. Let's do a realism painting. And I'm trying to think if I think she should, because I sincerely think that Cameron was trying to contact her before, and I think that would be super creepy. Not really creepy, but like really uncomfortable. Like it'd be super awkward if your boyfriend's ex-wife was deciding to call you to go for drinks or something along those lines. Yeah, that's like one of those things where like, why did you get my number and why are you calling me? Don't ever call me again. Like never, ever, ever, ever. Oh, this actually looks pretty good. But yeah, she has a few masterpieces, and I think the interesting part is that Leah and Malcolm kind of get along, even though they have differing personalities. They both value family, because her traits, I don't know if I showed you guys her traits. She's a creative art lover and outgoing and domestic too. So she also grows really fast familial ties, but she really loves art. She's really into people and she's really creative. So she likes doing fun craftsy things. So I think she would have a lot of fun with some of the kids' like school projects, which they might bring home, if I understand correctly, that they might bring some school projects home that she can work on with them. But they have an interesting dynamic where she has more of that laid back, really boho, understanding her new adopted daughter's need to kind of branch out with her vegetarian trait and like how she loves the outdoors. Like she's very understanding, and I think Leah and Diana would actually get along really well if Diana wasn't so resistant to it, just because Leah also has a lot of those a lot of the things that Diana is actually working towards when it comes to the things that she likes. So Diana is actually really into gardening, and she's into photography actually, which we haven't seen her do a lot of recently, but she's into like herbalism, wellness, photography, a little bit of writing. But these are things that Diana actually has some experience in, because she spent a lot of time in San Myshuno, where everybody kind of knows a little bit of everything, and so she had to learn a lot of things. And so we're gonna sell this one because I don't really like it, so we're gonna sell to collector. But Leah learned a lot of little things while she was living and working in San Myshuno while she was at university. So she took a lot of pictures, she met a lot of Sims, she did a lot of really cool things that she wants to be able to share with Diana, but because Diana kind of feels a lot of animosity towards her, she's not really open to all of those really cool things that Leah has to share. And we're going to try and fix their relationship so that they'll be able to kind of get along better and kind of Leah can share her wisdom with her adopted daughter. And currently she doesn't have too many friends. She really does not like Cameron, but no one likes Cameron. No, that's not true. Cameron's kids like Cameron, and that's about it. Who are you? Let's have her meet some people, because she is friendly. And we're gonna stop her painting. And this person looks very uncomfortable. Yay, she reached the painting level 8. And if you guys can't tell, all of my Sims already have some levels of skill. I find it weird when I'm doing really cool, like, really story-based Let's Plays, and all of my Sims kind of start off with 0 skills. It seems kind of unnecessary. So everybody has at least a certain level of skill. Lucia has learned that Molly is a culinary, yada yada yada. I don't really know about any of y'all. So let's see, who are you? Let's introduce ourselves. And I think because she spends a lot of her time at the house, she'd want to get to know the neighbors. And so you are, let's see, Gene. So let's compliment his outfit, because I like his pants. Let's get to know him a little bit. talk about talk about her dreams of becoming a really great artist and try and cheer him up. Because she's like, I saw you outside my window and I just didn't really... Cameron! Oh my gosh, it's Cameron. So say hi to Cameron, you guys. She is the impromptu almost villain. She's not even a villain. Like, let's be honest. She's not even a villain. She's super cute. This is Cameron. She's the kid's mom. She is Diana and Lucian's mom, who everybody kind of has like a little bit of animosity to, except Lucian and Diana, who absolutely love their mother. But well, I don't know how Leah would feel with her walking by, but I think she just kind of let it go. Especially since she's not really talking to her, which is good. They're not really on speaking terms. So let's describe new idea. Let's ask him about his favorite author, because it looks like he also... Well, no, let's ask him about his career, since he is also creative. So I think they would kind of bond that way. She might be making a really cool friend. So let's see if Jean will be her new friend. Let's tell an engaging story, just kind of, and she'll be like unloading on him and trying to give him some mental relaxing tips, because he looks stressed, and even though she doesn't look it because she practices her yoga on occasion, she is still kind of a little bit upset about the fact that the kids don't like completely accept her. And Diana met some other friends at school. So maybe some of Diana's friends might be some of the friends that, Lucian ends up taking out on dates. It might be that way. Like she might bring some of her friends home, or for like maybe to do like a study group or something. And Lucian is like, oh, hey ladies. I feel like that would be something he'd totally do, just to kind of barge in on his sister's study group and kind of flirt with all of her friends. Oh, that would be so funny. Okay, and so she's gonna go do some more painting. It's almost 3:00, which thankfully we got through that without any issues. And we're just gonna speed up through most of this. She's met Tyler at school. Who's Tyler? Come on, be someone older than the child. Come on. Should Diana invite over classmate Tyler? Okay, I guess. Yes, someone who's a teenager. Oh my goodness. And he's actually not bad looking. Lucian has met Nathan. Did Diana get a good grade? Did she? Did she go up in grades? Is that what happened? Let me see. No, she's still a B student, which is upsetting. She needs to finish her homework. But where is she? Didn't she invite her friend over? Where is your friend? Did he... Oh, there he is. Who are you? Are you like older than her? I can't really tell. Are you cute? You may be cute. I can't tell. Your nose kind of gets in the way of me noticing if you're cute or not. You're okay. I wouldn't write home about you, but you're okay. I like you. You're fine. Oh, look, it's Jean. Jean's back. I think I need to take off. Like, I turned off. Let's do headline effects on, so we can see who everybody is. There he is. His name is Tyler Woods. He's a teen. Gene, this is Gene. He's a geek too. Oh, he might end up becoming Malcolm's friend. He's really good at video games, apparently. We don't have a video game thing in here, actually. I feel like we need that. So maybe we'll just get one from, like, I think Leah would have spent a little bit of time at the store, just kind of popped one over. I think it would be one of those things that she would get just to kind of make the kids like her a little bit more, to kind of splurge the money on something as ridiculous as a piece of equipment like a gaming console. So let's see, let's do electronics. Is it this one, or would it be computers, or would it be... Oh, it's this thing. So let's see, that's $7.99, that's $3.99. Let's do this one. Nope. Can we put it down here? I kind of want it, like, is it bad that I kind of want to set it like right there? Let's see. Let's put it here. That doesn't look too weird, right? Let's see, switch. There it goes. We'll set it right there, and it should look, and that looks fine. So yeah, she would have gotten that one just to kind of make the kids like her a little bit better. Or, oh no, I like this better. I think she has like a little bit of a fun streak to her. So she would have already had the gaming console and then just brought it with her. Yes, I think that's more her style. And did you finish the painting? What's she doing? Oh, she's gonna ask us advice. What's the advice for? What is it? Text emergency? I texted someone, but they didn't text back, and it's been like an hour. Should I text them again? Yeah, maybe they missed the first one. No, wait for them to respond. I don't know. Maybe this one? Manners? Why is that manners? Like, so let's say like emotional control. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, she ate vegetarian food again. She's happy that she's eating vegetarian. And I think that helps their relationship a little bit, that Leah is actually paying attention to what she wants and to how her, I have no idea what that was. And Leia's actually paying attention to like what she wants and her lifestyle, and that she doesn't really want to eat meat, and that it's not a choice that she made. Okay, who is she talking to? Cameron Ackerman is wondering if I want to come over. And it's 6:41. It's not that close to curfew. And Cameron. Okay, so I think she would do it. And especially since it's not that close to curfew, but it will impact her not doing her homework, which I don't think Cameron will actually try and influence her to do in any way. Oh, hanging out with family. Is that now an event? It's an event. This is a social event. Why is this a social event? She needs to use the bathroom. And so I haven't been able to renovate her house yet. And what we're saying is that Cameron is saving a lot of her money up for a massive remodeling since she moved out of her old home, since both her and Malcolm put all of their money into their home. They spent a lot of their time trying to make sure that their home was a good place for their children. And what we're saying now is that Cameron moved out because of Malcolm's assistance, but they didn't want their kids to grow up in a completely different space or with continuously changing between homes. So the kids stayed with Malcolm, which of course we don't really see that happening all that often. But Cameron is very much focused on her career, where she's very I'd say she's a lot more focused than Malcolm is. So she was okay with not getting to spend as much time with her family, whereas Malcolm would be devastated if he didn't get to see his kids every day, which she's upset about, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't affect her the same way it did affect him. So she needs fun, and she has some energy. So maybe her mom would take her out, since there isn't really anything in the home, and since Oasis Springs is a fairly new area, she doesn't really know it. She hasn't spent a lot of time here. So let's see if we can get them to travel. Let's have travel. So let's travel with Cameron. And then hopefully we'll be able they might go hang out at the park or something, just so that they can spend some quality time together. But it is getting closer to curfew. So curfew is 9 o'clock. So it might end up being an issue if she ends up staying out past curfew. She is very into plants the same way her daughter is, and so they kind of share that love of things. And so I like Cameron. She's a good mom, but I just know Leah and her just don't get along. They don't, and that is absolutely fine. So let's have them come go fishing together. I think that would be cute. and she's outdoors, and and it was vegetarian approved. She wants to weed a plant. I don't think there's anything for her to weed around here. Like, there aren't any planter boxes that she can work with. But she does also, her aspiration is was it freelance botanist, so she wants to evolve 5 different plants. So maybe working, or at least being around this area, she might be able to pick up some plants that she can bring back to her garden at home that her mom helped her start. Oh, they're so cute. They're just I think they're just both very outdoorsy. And I think that she would just be telling her, well, it's not so bad being out here. It's nice. And she'd try to explain to her about, like, the differences, like her father and hers differences, why they didn't stay together, things like that. Aww. They're super cute. And I don't think, and Cameron doesn't know anything about how Malcolm parents. He doesn't tell her. He doesn't, like, they're not really good at co-parenting. I think that's the issue. They aren't co-parents. He has his rules, she has her rules, and I think that's also going to negatively impact her when she starts being out past curfew, and it's going to start hurting her responsibility character values, because she's spending so much time trying to get to be close to her mother that she doesn't realize that she is actually out past her curfew, which is why she's getting super duper sleepy. And she hasn't done her homework. Deep conversation, just because they don't talk a lot. She wouldn't have a lot of time to speak to her mom. Let's show off a selfie. They don't spend a ton. They try to spend some time together, but oh my gosh, everything breaks curfew. She's currently like, so right now it's kind of late. Let's ask to stargaze. Like, I think she'd kind of ignore it because she missed her mom a lot. And it's gonna be bad when she goes home and if someone notices that she broke curfew. But she's slowly losing her responsibility character value. No, she was doing so well. She was so much more responsible than her brother. But I think this relationship with her mother is going to kind of impact her irresponsibility a little bit, just because you can't really neglect all of your responsibilities just for one specific relationship, especially because I'm guaranteed if she told Cameron that she had a curfew, Cameron would totally understand. Let's see. More choices, and I think she talked to her about her bad relationship with Leah, and I don't know how she would help. Let's see, is there a way? I'm pretty sure there's a way. Actions. No, there's a question where you can ask about other Sims, and I don't know where it is. Friendly, other Sims. Ask about another Sim. Let's ask about Leah. So ask her what she thinks of her dad's new girlfriend. And she's probably not going to say anything nice. So she's just going to ask her, like, well, what do you think of Leah? And she's like, I don't like her. I don't like her at all. Honestly, I don't really like Leah. And I definitely think that's going to impact her relationship with Leah just a little bit. And currently it's going okay right now. They're acquaintances, but if she goes to go home and she's been out for such a long time, it's 10 o'clock. I think she'd just say bye to her mom when she realized how late it was. So let's friendly. Okay, yeah, she'd become best friends with her mom. If that's available, she'd totally do that. And then she'd whine. And then, let's see. Is there a goodbye? Let's do goodbye. Yeah, she's just whining about, like, how ridiculous curfew is. So she's just gonna have to go. Okay. So, she's tired. Oh my gosh, she can't get away. She can't get around it. If she's gonna go inside, go inside. Okay. She's walking in after curfew. Oh my god, and Leia's right there. Dang it. I thought some people would be asleep. I didn't know if Leah would be like actually awake, and definitely her brother wouldn't tattle on her. But Leia's right there. She hasn't even let's see. Parenting. I think she'd try a calm approach because she wants to protect their current relationship. Oh, nope. She was not having that. Where are you going? Come back in here. You're breaking more curfew. I think because she stormed out, Leia's gonna get super upset. Is there any way for her to parent her again? Let's do parenting, influence to, let's see, influence to do your homework. Because she's going to need to do her homework. Wonder will she do it? Alright, she's okay for it. So right now, even though she's super tired, she's probably going to stay up just enough to start working on her homework. And I don't think Leah would necessarily forgive her, but I think she'd realize that she was trying and be okay with it and not tell Malcolm, because I think Malcolm would kind of blow up. Like, is he able to? I think he's able to. Like, is he able to like discipline her? I don't know. Let me see. Encourage recent behavior. Okay, just encourage her doing her homework. Yeah, he didn't notice the breaking curfew. I think Leah was the only one who noticed. So she was the one who was to calmly inform her she should definitely just come in, do your homework so your father doesn't notice, and just don't do it again. And I think her calm reprimand may not actually do much of anything, considering that her current responsibility went down quite a bit. So while she was sitting around being out and about with her mom. So I think this is where we're going to end this part, you guys. We spent a lot of time with the family. A lot of things happened. We had the teens met some new friends. I think Tyler was his name, who is a very interesting sim, but I'm not sure if I like him for like someone to continue to be around a lot. There are a lot of other teens that we see here, a lot of interesting characters that we might be able to meet. We saw Diana kind of break curfew a little bit just to go see her mom, because she doesn't get to spend a lot of time with her. However, because she broke curfew, Leah was forced to reprimand her, and thankfully it went okay this time. Nothing horrible happened, but in the future, Diana might end up lashing out, and we're not sure how that'll go. And especially since Leah was the only one to notice and Malcolm did not notice that his daughter was out past curfew. So if you guys enjoy this story, please let me know down in the comments if you have ideas about our characters, or if you just think everybody is super duper cool. Let me know down below if you guys have questions or concerns, or if you guys have mods or anything that you want me to post information about down in the description box. You can let me know. I have a bunch of the save that I'm using is going to be in the description box, and then a couple other things. A lot of the custom content that I end up using on my Sims is also on my Tumblr that I also have a link to in the description box. If you guys want to send me Sim families to include in this game so that we can have some more teens, some more girls for Lucian to romance, some interesting friends for Diana to make, and possibly some characters to bring some drama into the lives of Leah and Malcolm, who currently are in a committed monogamous relationship, but they're not engaged right now. So maybe there might end up being some wrenches thrown in. This is a stepmom let's play, so the goal is to see how long it's going to take them to actually get married and if they're going to have children, whatever. But if you guys enjoy this let's play, please let me know down in the comments, and please leave a like and please subscribe if you really love me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.